What up, though, y'all? We here live on DTV. Your man D here live in the building with a very special interview with Miss Ebony Oprah Bradford. Hey, sweetie, how are you?
I'm fine.
That's
how are
good.
you?
I'm good. So we ain't gonna even act like we just met, man. We go way back. Way back. But real talk, we got a serious matter and a serious issue that we want to talk about. And Miss Bradford, you have a fundraiser coming up, I do believe.
Yes, the fundraiser is May 15th at Intrigue Bar and Grill, located on Schaefer between Chalfonte and Linden. The fundraiser is, all the proceeds go to me. It's I'm getting ready for another kidney transplant. So I'm gonna be, the transplant is from 2.5 to 3 months. So all the proceeds go to me, and I have a bank account set up at any Charter One bank for the Ebony Bradford Kidney Fundraiser. So you can go write a check. The check must say the pay Ebony Bradford Kidney Fundraiser. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay.
And whatever you can donate, it will help me. It'll help me because I'm gonna be off so long to heal for the process. So basically, I just wanted to let everybody know that it doesn't matter, quarters, nickels, pennies, whatever you can donate. This is, it's for me. It's definitely not a hoax or a joke. It's definitely serious.
Okay. Now we understand that you were in a very terrible accident.
Right.
Could you, explain to us what happened?
Okay. Well, January the 11th, 2003, I was coming home from work on the east side. I came down Van Dyke to 7 Mile. Was going toward red light. I stopped. All I seen was flashing lights coming towards me, and it hit me in the back. So my car was smashed all the way to my steering wheel, so they had to pry me out of jaws of life. So they sent me to the hospital on the east side, St. John Moros, and that's where I was I was partially paralyzed from the waist down, and I couldn't walk. So it took me like a year to get back walking. I had to go to therapy and everything. So it's been a long trial. Then they sent me back to the gym because I used to work out. So they sent me back to the gym. I'm working out. I'm doing 4 years straight of working out. Right. No problems. Keeping all the time. I didn't know I was saving my kidneys this long. Right. Because when you work out and do, you sit in a sauna, you sweat and you're running, you're keeping all them dirty toxins out your body. Right. To preserve everything. So that's what I did for 4 years straight. Didn't know my kidneys was going to fail. Right. Had no idea. So 06, I'm doing good. I got my calendar out. I'm about to get ready to be on Black Men Magazine, getting ready to do another step. Right. Where I was getting ready just to blow up. Right. End of 06, I started getting real sick in like November. I had real bad high blood pressure where I was sick. I couldn't get out of bed. So I started losing weight. Okay. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'm just sick. Just don't feel good. I played it off, didn't know. But all the time I was still going to the doctor, and they never told me anything was wrong. So they put me on high blood medication pills. I did that, and I started losing more weight. I'm like, okay, I'm 167, then I get down to 150, then 140, and then 130. I'm like, man, I'm too little. So normally if you get that small, everybody thinks something is really wrong with you. Something was wrong with me, but it wasn't what people thought. It was something else that I had no idea, had never heard of. I never heard of kidney failure. No one in my family has kidney failure. No trace of it down the line, anything. No kidney disease. This is from a car accident. I had no idea. So, okay, I'm getting back on my feet. I moved home with my mom, and everything going well. I'm back working. So I decided to, I was going back down to Atlanta a lot to work. So I said, okay, well, since I've been going down there a lot, months at a time, I might as well move down there. So I moved down there going to school. I go to school. I just started school August 22nd. So I'm going to school. It was only 3 weeks I was in school. So one day at the school, I'm going to medical school. One day at the school, I'm like, wow, this is way before I after school, but this is like when I was in my computer class. I'm like, wow, my stomach is really killing me. Like, what could this be? Right. So I went home early, took me 2 Motrins, and fell asleep. I woke up, this pain was excruciating, so I'm like, okay, I'm about to go to the ER, because this is something I never had experience with a stomach ache this bad. So as I go to the hospital, I'm like, okay. I sat in the waiting room for like 3 hours, excruciating pain. I'm like, please give me something, just please. So they called me in there, took a urine sample. They said, ma'am, do something wrong with your kidneys? I'm like, what you talking about? Right. Come on, hurry up.
I'm in good health.
I'm in good health. Come on, I gotta go to school tomorrow. Y'all messing with my schoolwork time. Right. It was like, we're gonna send you upstairs. I said, okay, but you need to have me up out of here before I have to go to school the next day at 8:00. It was like, you ain't going nowhere. Wow. You have kidney failure. I'm like, what is that? Like, I'm just really like acting real slow at that time. Like, what is kidney failure? I never experienced or knew anybody with kidney failure. So before they even put me on dialysis, they did a whole bunch of tests. They did tests on my legs, my feet, my arm, my side. It doesn't matter. Whatever test they had to do to see what was wrong, they did a test. They came to me. It's like, ma'am, you got kidney failure. Your kidneys is only at 10%. I'm like, what? I said, 10%? That's not a whole lot. If I would have kept prolonging it, I would have not been here, so thank God for that. Stomach ache. Right. So they told me I had to go. I'm like, what is dialysis? If you never had anybody in your family or knew anybody that's on dialysis, you would never know what it is. And it's like, it's to filter your kidneys to help you, live longer. So I'm like, okay, well, let me call my mom. Mom, what up? They said I'm going on dialysis. This is exactly how I talked to her. Like, Mom, what up? They said my kidneys failing. They put me on dialysis. You want to speak to the doctor? I gave her the phone. She talked to me. She was like, do what you got to do. And I wasn't even scared. I was like, man, if you don't hurry up and come on with the process so I can get home.
Right.
So
you trying to get up out of here.
I'm trying to go home.
Right.
So by me living down south by myself, I had a couple friends because I was going down there prior 2 years before I moved down there. So I met friends and we kept in touch. So I had my neighbor made sure that my lights and stuff was cut on. She made sure she paid my bills. And when my mom came down there, she stayed down there with my brother Kevin. Mm-hmm. And they came to the hospital, made sure I was all right. My auntie came also, that passed away. Rest in peace, Auntie Lisa. And that was just so wonderful, just to have some family and friends to be by your side when you don't have anybody there, or I have no family down there. So she came down there, made sure everything was good, got all my paperwork together so I could, because the smart thing about me is I always try to make sure my priorities together. I always try to make sure whatever, if I went to the hospital in Michigan, Southfield, wherever it is, I had all my paperwork together in a box. So I had my box with me. Mm-hmm. So my mom got the box, got all my paperwork together. They went through all the paperwork, started me on disability, but I didn't do disability then because I was coming back home in December. So once I got home, I was in the matter of fact, let me tell you how long I was in the hospital. A month and a half. But guess what? They fed me good. Yeah, you already know I'm crazy.
Girl, crazy, man.
They fed me so good. You talking about down south cooking?
Mm-hmm.
And the chef like me, so I got extra portions.
Wow.
If y'all know me, y'all know I'm crazy, so I'm silly like that. But
wow.
He fed me so good. I mean, I had chopped steak, sauteed bell pepper, onions, mushroom, with just like dang. Because at first I was real small, so they only was feeding me one portion, and they had me on a strict diet. I'm on a fluid restriction because of my kidneys. If I drink too much, it'll swell up, and I have too much fluid on, and if I get too much toxin, it can kill me.